Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It's the weekend, so let's tell you the whole doggone thing. Saturday, December the 24th, Christmas Eve and National Eggnog Day. Sunday, December 25th, is Christmas Day. It's also National Pumpkin Pie Day and Alphabet Day, or No-L Day.
Okay.
See what they did there?
I see.
And we got all kinds of fun stuff to share with you on this Christmas weekend. A lot of Christmas-y things. Most of our stuff is Christmassy. But my guest, this would be kind of a cool Christmas gift, I suppose. Sarah Janssen is one of the people who compile a book called The World Almanac. And I have the World Almanac for 2023, which is interesting because it's all the stuff from 2022.
Right.
But on the cover, it says 2023. So anyway, we're going to chat with her all about that and find out what happened in 2022 and how we're going to talk about it in 2023. That's all coming up.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. A good case for caroling, Heidi. Take a listen to this. Researchers show that group singing has many beneficial biological, physiological, and behavioral and social benefits. How? Group singing, like, caroling, can synchronize singers' heartbeats and breathing patterns. That can partly explain some of the positive effects of group singing, such as bonding and social connection. Singing together also increases the feel-good hormone, oxytocin, however you say that, and improves mood, helping us to bond with our fellow singers as we perform.
That's lovely.
Group singing also has psychological benefits for those living in a range of health conditions, including building resilience, enhancing mood, creating a sense of belonging and purpose, and improving quality of life and promoting well-being. So if there was not a good case for why we should go caroling before, I think there is now. So we should go caroling.
I'm fine with that.
All right.
I already ordered the costumes.
Surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know the word Christmas means Mass of Christ?
I did.
Later shortened to Christ Mass.
I did.
Even shorter form, Xmas, was first used in Europe in the 1500s. It's derived from the Greek alphabet, in which X is the first letter of Christ's name. Christos, Xristos. Therefore, Xmas.
Okay.
Today, we know that Christ was born not on the 25th of December. It was a different time, but the date was chosen to coincide with a pagan Roman celebration honoring Saturnus, harvest god, and the Mithras, ancient god of light, form of sun worship. These celebrations came on or just after winter solstice, which is the shortest day of the year, in the northern hemisphere, to announce that winter is not forever and that life continues, and an invitation to stay in good spirit. But there's much more to the fascinating history of Christmas. So I think that's great. There we go. We don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, Big Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Amid a fresh round of royal revelations accompanying the most recent release of Volume 2 of Netflix, Harry and Meghan, comes the news that Prince William sees his relationship with Harry as, quote, over. Just like that story is over. Okay, the next one. They make us making a royal fuss about it. Ha, ha, ha. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have demanded to have royal summit with the entire royal family and push for an apology regarding the alleged treatment.
Oh, goodness.
Good
luck.
Talked about that. And You'd think we were done talking about it, but there's a third story. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have announced their next documentary series for Netflix. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, who, by the way, just want to stay out of the spotlight. They want people to quit talking
just want
about
to be
them.
left alone.
So they keep putting out more documentaries.
They just want to be normal people.
Their latest is going to be called Live to Dead. Or Live to Lead. I'm sorry, that makes more sense. Live to Lead. I had a typo. And they shine the light on leaders and activists making a difference. In the trailer, Harry says this was inspired by Nelson Mandela. So, all right, if you're interested in all this, I've got all the details in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. Consumer psychologist Aaron Aruva, author of The Things We Love and How Our Passions Connect Us and Make Us Who We Are, says there are 2 secrets to giving gifts that people will love. This time of year, a lot of people giving each other gifts.
Right.
There are 2 secrets, according to him. I think I've pretty much botched this story already, but I'm not done. I'm going to keep on going.
I'm going to keep going.
I'm in now. There's no wiggling out of this. Number 1, the gifts people love the most are rarely the most expensive gifts, but often the most on target for the recipient. Giving
That's
them
true.
a gift that shows that you have a genuine curiosity about that person. Says that you're buying a gift for an avid, or they say you're buying a gift for an avid cook. Don't ask the cook to name a kitchen gadget. Think about what they love to cook, some of their favorite dishes, and the tools and the frustrations in the kitchen. Enthusiastic curiosity can go a long way in helping you find an excellent gift. So if you know for a fact that they like a certain thing, and you know this is a tool that they use to make that thing, that would be a really nice gift. The next one on here says, a great gift either reminds the recipient of a past connection with you or fosters a future connection with you, or both. For example, give someone a game and find some time to play that game with them, or give them a scrapbook or even a golf pass that can have the same effect. A scrapbook or a golf pass? That's 2 different things. It says it'll become a loved gift if the recipient sees it as a bridge that connects them to you. What do you think of that, Heidi?
I agree with that. I think that some of my favorite gifts that I've ever given to my dad have been the photo albums of different things that we've done together.
You know who the best gift giver is that I know? The best gift giver I know is Heidi Small. You. Seriously, you are really, really good. You know who the worst gift giver is that I know? My son, Troy. But I'm the second worst, and he gets it from me. Sorry, Troy. You come by and honest. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show this weekend. Our guest is Sarah Janssen. She's one of the people who puts together the World Almanac 2023. I've got a copy of it. Am I seeing into the future? This stuff is all from 2022, right?
Absolutely. So the World Almanac and Book of Facts 2023 is all of the events of 2022 and in the best tool for looking up anything you might have a question about in 2023.
Dang it. I was hoping it was like the Gray Sports Almanac from Back to the Future, too, and I'd know all the scores and I could bet on all the games, but that's not what I have here.
Unfortunately, we can't help you with that kind of prognosticating. That's not our specialty. What we're really great at is reflecting everything that happened in the last year. It's been an eventful one. I sort of feel like we say that every year, but there was a lot to cover and a lot of ground to keep up with.
I like the way you have it laid out in different sections. Which section would you say is the most popular?
Oh, gosh. I think it really depends on the person. It depends on if you're a student or a researcher or just, a trivia junkie, like to play bar trivia or whatnot, or just a big Jeopardy fan. You want to bone up to see if you can get in on the next round of auditions. We're sort of, whatever a person might be interested in, we're trying to offer a great resource for, dozens of topics, everything from population statistics to an article on every country in the world, article on every state in the union. We're trying to provide really great information for anything that you might have questions about. But I will say the one thing that I get asked about more than anything is probably either the celebrity birthdays or the sports statistics. Both of those are real crowd-pleasing sections.
Now, you're not working on this yourself. You got a whole team of people, I hope.
Oh, gosh, if it were just me, I would never be able to leave the house. We actually have about 20 people who work on the World Almanac every year, and that's everyone from the people who design the pages to the people who research to our editors to our fact checkers. That's something that a lot of publications don't have the resources for anymore. That very important fact checking round that we do for every single page of the book every single year, making sure that all of the statistics that we publish in the World Almanac have been double verified and double checked so that we know our readers can trust that if you find it in the World Almanac, it is the authoritative and correct information.
I love that. Now, you mentioned there's about 20 of you on the team. How long have you been on the team, and how did you end up there?
It is a long story, but basically I started as an intern when I was in college, and that was back in 2003, I believe, was my first year on the World Almanac. We were working on the World Almanac for 2004 that year, and I did some freelancing for them while I was wrapping up school and started working on staff pretty soon after I graduated and have been, enjoying being just completely inundated by facts ever since. It's a great job to have if you're curious about the world, if you like learning new things, if you like engaging with everything that's going on and trying to sort of boil it down and provide really great information on, the ever-changing events of 2022 and years past. It's been a long time that we've been working on this, but certainly we have a lot of fun with it still. It's always something different if you have a job at the World Almanac, that's for sure.
And the timing of this book coming out, it just came out a few weeks ago. It's Christmas weekend right now. Is that on purpose? Is this a thing people give as a gift quite often?
Yeah, absolutely. The World Almanac is scheduled to come out at the end of the year for a reason, both because, it's a sentimental thing at the end of the year to look back at the year that was, but also because it is a really great general holiday gift. There's not a lot of people that would say it's not for me because we do try to provide a great resource for just about anyone, whether you're a student or just really interested in the world, curious about the world, you can find something in the World Almanac.
Well, Sarah, I'm going to throw a link to make it easy for folks to find it. Thank you so much for taking some time to chat with me this weekend.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Again, our guest today has been Sarah Janssen. She's one of the 20 people on the team who create the World Almanac, and the new one out for 2023 right now. And again, the information that's in here is from 2022. So, I was planning on getting it and using the sports statistics, become multimillionaire, but that's not going to work. But it's still a cool book. I've got a link to it in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Two of the reindeer used to be called something else. Dunder and Blixen, not Donner and Blitzen.
Okay.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Tallest Christmas tree ever cut was 221 feet. It was a big old tree. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Tiny Tim was almost called Little Fred.
Hey, Little Fred.
That's fun. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The word nog, as in eggnog, comes from the word grog. It refers to any drink made with rum. Oh, nice.
Okay.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Norwegian scientists have hypothesized that Rudolph's nose might be red because of a respiratory infection.
Or a drinking problem.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer created by Montgomery Ward department stores. I don't think it has anything to do with either of the things we talked about. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Christmas cards date back to 1843. And another fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
German and British frontline soldiers sang carols and exchanged gifts during World War I. They had a
knew
Christmas
that.
truce. That's really a neat story.
Yeah.
And our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
In Canada, Santa's postal code is H0H0H0. That's pretty cool. Ho, ho. Now you know. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. Yay! It's brought to you by Mintervention.com. Here's a question. 33% of adults admit they will do this by noon on Christmas Day. What is it? 33% of adults, Heidi might be one of them, will do this by noon on Christmas Day.
Clean up
No.
all the packaging.
Have a drink.
Oh.
By noon, a third of adults are like, that's it. I'm done with all this. Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. They're the most hated Christmas songs of all time. How many times have you heard Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer? Or Madonna tried to sing,
can't
not even
even
come
stand
close
it.
to Eartha Kitt's Santa Baby. The Washington Post has called these two, along with Barbara Streisand's Jingle Bells and the Jackson 5's Santa Claus is Coming to Town, the sonic equivalent of a chorus of screeching cats. They are among the most hated Christmas songs of all time. But they're not the most hated. That honor, the most hated Christmas song of all time, goes to, Heidi, what do you think?
Oh, well, Mariah Carey's All I Want. No, okay.
No, I don't even see her on the list. The most hated Christmas song of all time was recorded in 1955. It's a Danish record. Then it was re-edited and re-released in 1970 by a group known as the Singin' Dogs. And it's Jingle Bells. Yeah, that is the most hated Christmas song.
Really? That one
of all time.
surprises me.
Yeah. Weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. The most re-gifted Christmas gifts. Survey from a couple years ago said 72% of people agree that their favorite gifts are heartfelt and unique, but the survey also said the worst gifts out there, well, some of these things are just terrible. Picture frames. 34% say, I'm likely to regift that. A set of body care products. 33% say, nah, I'm not keeping that. Number 3 on the list, scented candles.
Candles.
32%
I was gonna say candles.
that thing is gone.
And that is zero effort, honestly, if you give someone a
come on.
candle.
Number 4, beauty gift sets. 30% re-gift that because they're like, hey, I'm beautiful enough. And number 5 on the list, and the last thing I have, a box of chocolates. 29% would re-gift that.
Okay, I'm keeping the chocolate.
I'm keeping the chocolates too. And I'm also keeping that candle. I don't even care what it smells like. I'll just use a candle once in a while. All right, that is the list. It comes your way courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Our quote today from one of my favorite people ever, Johnny Carson. I always love Johnny Carson.
Yeah, you love Johnny.
Johnny said, the worst gift is a fruitcake. There's only one fruitcake in the entire world, and people keep sending it to each other.
It does kind of seem like that.
I had never had a fruitcake until I was like 18 or 19 years old, and I worked at a store that sold fruitcakes. And there was one left, and it was like 5 days after Christmas. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy that. Because I was tired of moving it around. I'm like, I'm going to buy that, and I'm going to try it. And I had like 2 bites of it, and I was like, ugh, it's not for me. Quote of the day comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I thought, it's Christmas weekend. We got to make this a good news story, and I don't think I could come up with a better one. It comes from Minnesota. Here's the headline. Boy Scout raises money to buy Christmas gifts for every foster child in 2 counties.
Oh, I love that.
Isn't that great?
So much.
Yeah, Cambridge, Minnesota is where this happened. 11-year-old Jonathan Werner, who I got to just say, Jonathan, you rock, buddy. He's only been a Boy Scout for 9 months, but he takes his service projects seriously. He did popcorn sales, and through the money from his popcorn sales, he was able to buy gifts for every single foster child, not just in his county, but in the neighboring county as well.
Oh, that is such
Is
a
that
beautiful
the coolest thing ever?
story.
Said, it is a need that is close to his heart. He said, my dad spent 14 years in foster care.
Oh.
Based upon stories that he had being a foster in foster care, he said it doesn't really sound like they had much of a Christmas. So if you would like to read this entire story and maybe even watch the video, because there's a video on here that there's a TV channel in Minneapolis, Care 11, did a TV story about him last week. And I'm really glad they did.
What a great kid.
And this kid, yeah, he's a new, and you look on here, I see there's 6 badges on his thing right now. He deserves like 10 or 15 just for this.
Right.
He's going to fill that thing up. He's going to do really,
good
really,
for
really
him.
well. I love that. Isn't that a great story?
What a great kid.
So, hope for the future when you've got young kids like that out there. And again, he bought a Christmas gift for every foster child in 2 counties. He's
Wow.
11.
Wow.
When you think about this, what is our excuse now? Like, we
Yeah,
have no excuse.
really.
And you don't have to do that. I mean, you don't have to do something as extravagant as that. But here's one of the things you can do on this Christmas weekend. If you know somebody who's not maybe with some other people, somebody that's going to be alone, reach out to them. Even if you can't be together, call and say hello.
Mm-hmm.
If you do that right there would be something huge in their life, just to hear from you.
Yeah.
So there's so much we can all do if we just make the decision to do it. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a very Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for listening to The John and Heidi Show.